I'm taking a very special friend on a tour of the Magic Kingdom today. Stay tuned to see all of our adventures.
Hello everyone, I'm George Taylor from Imagine Nerding. Before we get started, I wanted to ask everyone to hit that subscribe button and the bell notification so you can be updated whenever I upload a new video about Disney, Universal, or theme park history.
Here at the Magic Kingdom today to bring my friend Flat Peyton with me to take a tour of the Magic Kingdom, see what we can experience, and share this with all of Flat Peyton's friends back in North Carolina. So let's go have a great time and show Flat Peyton what the Magic Kingdom's all about. All right, Flat Peyton, as we walk through the train station, you get this beautiful view of Main Street, USA. It's pretty crowded here today because we're during spring break. I know not your spring break, but still, isn't it beautiful? Let's go see what we can ride. Okay, Flat Peyton, as we walk down Main Street, USA at the Magic Kingdom, don't forget to look up at the second level of all the buildings because of the windows. There are special people that are listed and advertisements, and these are the people that help build the Magic Kingdom here at Walt Disney World. So there's a lot of neat little details and things that you might just walk by. For instance, this window, located right off Main Street, USA, is for Elias Disney, contractor, established 1895. And Elias Disney was Walt Disney's father, and he actually was a contractor. So don't forget to look up and pay attention to all the amazing details everywhere. Flat Peyton, we've made it to the hub of the Magic Kingdom, and there in the background is Cinderella Castle. Remember, it's called Cinderella Castle, not Cinderella's Castle. And it's 187 feet in the air with gold spires. And it's, of course, the icon for the Walt Disney World Resort. Isn't it pretty? Peyton and I are in Adventureland, which is one of my favorite lands in all of the Magic Kingdom. Love it. It's just so much fun here to see the Swiss Family Treehouse, the Enchanted Tiki Room, and the Jungle Cruise. All of my favorite rides. Especially on a hot day, it's always fun to come back here and see all the plants and everything. The Jungle Cruise is one of my favorite rides. I don't know when the last time that Flat Peyton has done the Jungle Cruise, but I love the jokes and I love the animals. It's always like you're on a fun little safari. On the water? Yeah. But I love it. The Enchanted Tiki Room is another Walt Disney World original that was here when the park opened in 1971, and it's one of my favorite. It's not the original version, it's the third version of the show, and there's still the original one in California at Disneyland. But Flat Peyton and I love the Enchanted Tiki Room. Pirates of the Caribbean is an awesome ride. It's been here since 1973, not when the park opened. Flat Peyton still loves it because even though it's got a scary part in the beginning that's in the dark with a drop, it's still a lot of fun, and she loves singing Yo Ho Yo Ho, a flat pirate's life for me. But this is one of our favorite rides to go on. Because you know, the movie was inspired by the ride, and then the ride added parts from the movie series. How cool is that, that you can see Johnny Depp and other people inside the film?
This thing right here.
Let's go sack the Spanish Main. Here's Flat Peyton waving to her friends as they go down Chickapin Hill to that drop. in the Briar Patch. Is this one of your favorite rides? Have you guys done it before? Flat Peyton would love to know. So there you've got the Lilly Belle riverboat flying the rivers of America here at the Magic Kingdom. It's another great 20-minute ride that gives you some great views of Tom Sawyer Island, Big Thunder Mountain, and the Haunted Mansion. You get to see parts of the Magic Kingdom that not many people see. Flat Peyton tells me the best views are up there on the 3rd floor deck. Here we are back at Thunder Mesa for Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. This here's the wildest ride in the wilderness. It's one of Flat Peyton's favorites. It's one of my favorites too. And Frontierland is where you can find the Country Bear Jamboree, which was one of the few rides that started at Walt Disney World and then moved to Disneyland in California. It opened here first before moving to Disneyland, but it's not operating in Disneyland any longer. It was replaced by Critter Country with Winnie the Pooh. But you can also eat at Pecos Bill, Tall Tale Inn and Cafe, and enjoy the nice stroll through the history here at Frontierland. Flat Peyton loves coming to Liberty Square because you can learn so much about history. It's sort of based around 1776 in the United States of America, a little bit after that, but there's a copy of the Liberty Bell. It was forged from the same mold that the Liberty Bell was. So it's great to come here and see it. And then there are the flags of various states around the courtyard. And then you've also got the Tree of Liberty, in which back in the day the revolutionists would gather around the tree and talk and discuss so they could talk freely, and they would hang lanterns from the tree as a symbol. And of course you've got the Hall of Presidents, which a lot of people say is for napping, but Flat Peyton and I both love it because it's a great show that talks about the history of the presidents, what presidents do. You get to see all of them in animatronic form. It's great. And if you come here during the right time, you'll get to see the Muppets perform actual history. Well, Muppet history. That's a little bit different. Flat Peyton wanted me to tell everybody that the first time she rode the Haunted Mansion, she was a little frightened, but it turned out she loved the ride. And it's actually my favorite ride in all of the Magic Kingdom, and probably all of Disney World too. I love it. It's so much fun, and even though there's some spooks and haunts and scary things, there's parts that are really funny as well. So make sure you check it out when you come to the Magic Kingdom, because Flat Peyton said it's not that scary. We're checking out the historic Carousel here at the Magic Kingdom. This was originally built in 1917 by the Philadelphia Toboggan Company, and it was Carousel number 46. And it was moved here to Walt Disney World and opened in October of 1971 with the park. So this carousel is over 100 years old. Isn't that amazing? And it still looks beautiful, sounds great, and runs well. And Flat Peyton loves it, don't you? All right, Flat Peyton, I know that the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train is one of your favorite roller coasters, right? I love it too. It's so much fun. And the fact that it's partially a roller coaster and partially a dark ride, which means it's got some scenes that take place in the dark. And it's so much fun. I love it because everybody in the family can ride it. And here it goes. Don't you just love this coaster? I know I do. Are we gonna try to ride the teacups today, Flat Peyton? I'm not sure. That can make me pretty dizzy. What about you? But remember, this is one of the original attractions to open at the Magic Kingdom back on October 1st, 1971. So it's considered a Disney classic. Have you ridden Dumbo the Flying Elephants? You may know that when this land opened in 2012, they featured two versions of Dumbo. because it's such a popular ride and everybody loves it. And you gotta remember, one goes clockwise, the other goes counterclockwise. It's a lot of fun, and it's the one ride that everyone has to do. And Flat Peyton loves flying high on her special pachyderm. Flat Peyton and I have made it to Tomorrowland. And this land didn't open up with the, well, it was open, but not a lot of the attractions were open when the park opened in 1971. But everybody's favorite one is Buzz Lightyear's Space Ranger Spin. And up above it is the People Mover, which is one of my favorite rides in the whole park. The Carousel of Progress, or Walt Disney's Carousel of Progress, has a lot of history. It was originally developed for the 1964-1965 New York's World's Fair and is one of the longest running shows. It's only been changed a few times because it was at Disneyland and then moved here to the Magic Kingdom in Walt Disney World right before the opening of Space Mountain. I love this ride. And Flat Peyton absolutely loves Space Mountain. It's so much fun. It's a roller coaster that's in the dark. Now, it really doesn't go very fast. That's my secret to tell you. But because you're in the dark, you can't tell where you're going. But Flat Peyton still loves it and wants to go on it every single trip to the Magic Kingdom. Have you ridden it? Another one of Flat Peyton's favorite rides, and mine is the People Mover. You can see it going by. In this video, there's nobody on it because it just went down for a few minutes, and they have to cycle the ride through a couple times with no people on it. That's a safety thing that Disney does, and a lot of other theme parks do. Whenever a ride breaks down, they will send empty cars through it a few times before they send people just to make sure everything's okay. And I love the People Mover. It opened in 1975, so it's been here for a long time. And Flat Peyton loves just spinning around the Magic Kingdom and seeing what's going on because it takes you inside of Space Mountain and it takes you inside of Buzz Lightyear, so you can see parts of the ride that no one else does. One of the coolest things to do at the Magic Kingdom and other Disney places is look for the really colored walls. And here's the famous purple wall that a lot of people use on Instagram and Facebook. Peyton wanted to be part of it too. Well, Flat Peyton, because she is cool. Flat Peyton and I love to visit the Walt Disney World train station. It's where you rent the strollers because underneath it they've got some great displays all about Disney and trains. And Flat Peyton learned a lot about the Walt Disney World trains and Walt Disney. And look, there's even a picture of Walt's wife Lilly in here. And a lot of things at Walt Disney World and Disneyland were named the Lilly Belle, which is after her. So she loves spending time down here and learning about Disney's love of trains. Flat Peyton and I had a fantastic time at the Magic Kingdom. We hope you enjoyed your visit with us as well. But I hope you learned a lot and enjoyed this trip with me and Flat Peyton. And I really hope that Peyton enjoyed this trip as well. Leave me a comment. I would love to hear from you. Again, I'm George Taylor from Imagine Nerding. Flat Peyton and I hope to see you in the parks.
To our new passengers, we welcome you aboard our Highway in the Sky and hope you've enjoyed the Magic Kingdom. We are traveling to Disney Contemporary Resort. During our travels, please hold on to the handrail and stay clear of the doors. For the comfort of others, no smoking, please. Thank you.